Hello and welcome back to the Unboxers, and today we have for you an awesome dragon
Yes.
from
the Lord of the Rings, specifically from the Hobbit.
Woo! We want to say a great big thank you to
McFarlane Toys.
for sending this to us for free to share with you today. So let's see if I can get the whole box in the shot there. Very tall. Luckily his wings are not actually attached at this point,
Correct.
right? Or else the box would be even bigger. So let's go ahead and take a look. So it's got like the grassland up there, the little houses and everything.
Right.
On the box, that's really cool how they did that. Cool artwork. And then let's take a look at the back or the sides here. Oh, that's a neat pattern on the side. And then we have, whoa, there's the dragon. That's a scene from the movie then?
Movie, yeah.
Wow, with all of that burning fire around him, he definitely does not look like a dragon I would like to mess with. So let's go ahead and get, is his name Smaug?
Smaug, yes.
Smaug. Let's go ahead and get Smaug out of his box and give you a much closer look. We'll be right back. Alright, so there's
Smaug.
Smaug. So look at that. Very cool. This is, yeah, I didn't know what to expect, but he's like hunkered down. His wings are like down, like, you know, usually when you see a dragon, like they're all like up and splayed, and this is a neat perspective. He's got him like down, kind of tucked a little bit closer to his body. And you can kind of see like the tail wrapped around back there. But let's take a look. There's a collector card.
Yeah, which is kind of cool because it kind of is like the ones that come with the McFarlane Toys.
Oh yeah, and then on the back,
the action figures.
ta-da! A little bit about Smaug. Very cool. All right, and then it does have a little like plate right there that says the Lord of the Rings. Small, in case you forget who he is.
Yes.
Right there, but that's really cool. And then it's got a base that's almost like golden.
Yeah,
rock.
this is like the treasure room.
Oh, okay.
You can kind of get somewhat of the scale by, you know, with the stairs there.
Oh, okay.
Of like how big he is.
Wow, and then he's got his claws kind of wrapped around that part.
Yeah.
And, or, you know, that part of his wing, which has, like, the claw on it. And then you can see the different textures in between on the wings here. And on, like, the bony part of the wings. Very cool. And the shading, it's, like, darker in the middle. You got that golden... what'd you call it before? The golden...
It's like a treasure room, so it's like all kinds of like gold coins.
Yeah. Very cool. And then let's turn around to the tail. The tail is all wrapped around, like that's really cool. Then it's got spikes here and spikes coming up the back. They're like darker.
And that part is, and I think it's kind of like to help it with the packaging, to kind of keep it out of the way. But you can kind of, you know, finagle it a little bit.
That's something.
But it does, you know, it does kind of have that one way where it matches up.
And then you get, you can see kind of like up, you know, up underneath there, a little bit.
Yeah, you can see some of the like treasure chests and
his back legs. Yeah,
the back legs.
And then when we come around, you see the other side of the wings, and they're not even in identical positions, which is neat. He's kind of like leaned off to one side, kind of gripped onto one side more. And then, yeah, and then you see a little blue treasure in there somewhere.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, then let's take a look at that dragon face. So they're very, very cool. His neck is very, like, snake-like or turkey-like.
Yeah.
And then he's got the orange tongue sticking out, and some spikes. So very cool. Very awesome.
Yeah, there's definitely a lot of detail in this kind of, you know, I mean, that's kind of what you come to expect from McFarlane Toys. So when they started doing these dragons, you know, they were really kind of the same level of detail as they have in the figures and the statues.
And you just attach those wings right on, right?
Yeah, so they just peg in, and then he actually pegs his 4 feet peg into the base.
Very cool. And it's not super heavy, so like
Yeah,
you
no.
wouldn't have to worry about, setting it on a shelf, whether it was going to hold it or anything. It's just a nice weight to it for the size that it is, but not like overly heavy. But lots of cool details.
Yeah, this is definitely a cool one. I was really glad to see that because, I mean, of dragons, Smaug is probably one of my favorites.
Alright, so there's one last look at
The Lord of the Rings Smaug.
Smaug. We want to say another great big thank you to
McFarlane Toys
for sending him to us for free to share with you today. Thanks so much for watching. As always, come back and see us, like, subscribe, and we will see you next time.